Johnny.
Here on today's starting lineups, first for Ramapo College. At guard, a 5'3" senior from Baruch, New Jersey, number 3, Stacy Wilson. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore from Baruch, New Jersey, number 20, Sarah Minchin. At guard, a 5'11" freshman from Baruch, New Jersey, number 22, Jenna Hosh. At guard, a 5'9" senior from Richfield, New Jersey, number 24, Samantha Bernaldi. At center, a 6-foot junior from Hackensack, New Jersey, number 33, Allison Wickersham. Head coach is Mike Banner, and the assistant coaches was Kurt and Robert Richard
Numbers on the
Anthony Bloom. Now, today's starting out the College Bearcats.
hopefully they get it. I'm not doing
A
step.
5'9" sophomore from Bridgehampton, New York, number 1, Nick Dawson. At guard, a 5'3" junior from Lanes, New York, number 3, Francis Snyder. And guard, the 5'6" junior from Staten Island, New York, number 25, Nicholas Bayou. At forward, a 5'6" sophomore from Long Beach, New York, number 40, Caitlin Rivera. And at guard, a 5'6" senior from Queens, New York, number 20, Sarah Ahmed. The head coach in his second year, Michael Petrosis, and the assistant coaches, Olivia Colbert and Kristen Lovitz. Root College, NCAA, and CUNY all promote good sportsmanship. Student athletes, coaches, and spectators, and we ask your cooperation by supporting them.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Arc Arena here at the campus of Baruch College in the lovely Flatiron District of New York City. And this is the resuming of the women's basketball, the second half of the 2019-20 season for both of these teams. And here to help me with today's play-by-play, I'd like to welcome Steve Torres. Steve, how you doing?
Thanks, John. It's great to be here.
The Bearcats, of course, come into this game with a 5-2 record. They jumped out with 5 wins and suffered 2 losses before the break. Ramapo comes into this game with 8 wins and 3 losses. They are out of the New Jersey Athletic Conference, and due to an administrative tech, very happy to say that Nia Dawson is going to the free throw line. Got to find out what that's about. Must have been maybe they didn't put the lineup in. Yeah, something to do with the uniforms, apparently.
Okay. All right, seems like she hit 1 of 2.
Yeah, so the Bearcats, before we even get the clock started, are up 1-0.
You rarely see that in a game, but it sometimes happens.
Yeah, 1 point may not seem like a whole lot to worry about, but if it's a close game, there'll be some that'll look back at this first moment of the game and wonder if that made me make the difference with the points. The Bearcats, of course, this is their home game, of course, and they will be getting ready to play their CUNYAC schedule, which starts on Saturday at CCNY. But before then, they've got business day against Ramapo. Again, out of the NJAC, they've already beaten several CUNY opponents this year pretty handily, so the Bearcats are going to have their hands full.
That is true, John. They did open the season beating John Jay on the road, and they also posted a victory at Lehman College, 2 CUNYAC teams.
Long shot, no good. Offensive rebound, no good as well. That was Jenna Harsh, a senior from Metuchen, New Jersey. In a basketball game, you need your team to play very well, but you also need your opponent to struggle. And hopefully for the Bearcats, that's a good sign. Nia Dawson with the short jumper, backboard and in. Bearcats up 3-0.
Oh, it looks like we got a foul on the play. Looks to be a blocking foul.
That is the first foul here this afternoon. Broken up. Good play by Caitlin Rivera on number 33, Elisa Wickersham, a junior from Hackensack, New Jersey. Three-pointer in and out. by Frances Snyder, who's in her second season with the Bearcats. Down low, turnaround shot, and they're going to call a travel. The Ramapo coach not happy with the call. He thinks his player was pushed twice on the play.
It's already back-to-back turnovers by the Roadrunners.
Hey, we missed a foul on them when she turned and shot the last strip, and then she's getting pumped.
Here's Melinda Spayu. Jumper by Samira, no good. Rebounded by Wickersham. Drive to the basket, pushes out for a three, no good. And ball is out of bounds. Last touch by number 22, Jenna Harsh.
We got number 15 checking in for Ramapo, Jessica Rempsey.
Yeah, she's a senior from Friedan, New Jersey. A lot of seniors out there right now. Bearcats, of course, are a very young team. And this is going to be turned over by the Bearcats.
Well, surprisingly, it's got the Bearcats up 3-0. Already 3 minutes into the first period.
A lot of passing by Ramapo. Jumper from the free throw line is good by Jessica Rapazzi, who came into the game a moment ago as a sub. 3-2 Bearcats. Samir Ahmed up and in. Little Dwayne Wade on that one. 5-2 Bearcats. Drive to the basket, and they're going to call a block.
I think that's their second on number 40 for the Bearcats. Number 4 for the Roadrunner, Sherry Smedel, is checking in.
Daniela Zerpolo into the game for the Bearcats. She's averaging close to a double-double. Here's a three-pointer. No good. And they're going to call an over the back. And it'll be on number 22, Jenna Harsh, and she'll be replaced in the game by Allison Wickersham, number 33. There is some height to Ramapo. Bearcats will have to deal with that this afternoon. And now they're going to call another foul on one of the bigs for Ramapo. And that'll be on number 33, Allison Wickersham. 5-2 Bearcats. We're getting about 4 minutes into the game here from the Arc Arena. A very quiet day here on campus, as of course the neighborhood with the holidays, of course. And let me take the opportunity, as well as with Steve, to wish everyone a Happy New Year. We're about, 30 hours away? 35, I guess?
Give or take. Give or take.
Inside, out to the corner. Here's a long three, and it's good. Sherry Smidile.
So, wow, the Roadrunners bench has been the one that's been scoring the points so far. No points yet from their starters.
Nia Dawson for three. Bearcats up 8-5. Stolen by Frances Snyder. Zerpolo out to Melinda. Out to Samira. Jump shot, no good. Back of the rim. And rebounded by Jessica Rapazzi.
And we got a turnover for the Roadrunners.
13 into the game, Abigail Wilden. She's from Pennsylvania, another senior. (8-5) Bearcats as we approach the midway point of the first quarter. Ball almost lost. Spayu manages to recover. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded though by Zerpolo. Short jump shot is good. To the basket, no good. Offensive rebound, no good. Ramapo's height starting to show on that play. Oh, rolled in and out. But there's a foul. And it'll be on number 3, Francis Snyder.
So number 24, Samantha Rinaldi, is going to shoot 2.
First one is good, 10-6.
First points for the starters.
No good, rebounded by Spayu. Clock grinding down, short jump shot by Samira, no good, she had to rush it. And Ramapo comes right down the court. And up and in. 10-8. Three by Francis Snyder, 13-8 Bearcats. And layup underneath again with the height. 13-10, Bearcats will call a timeout. We'll be back after a momentary break.
This is the day for all student athletes. Come back and catch up with all teammates. They begin with a Kodiak basketball doubleheader against York College, starting at 12 noon.
Back to action here after the timeout called by the Bearcats. Bearcats have a 3-point lead as we are now under 3 minutes and 50 seconds into the game. Ramapo will do a substitution, so Sarah Minchin is going to set to come into the game. Linda Spayu with the ball, the CUNYAC All-Star. Loses it, gets it back. And round of the Ramapo players defensively got a hand on the ball. Ball's out of bounds. Bearcats will keep possession. Here comes Sarah Mitchin. And she'll replace number 24, Samantha Rinaldi. 3:30 to go. Here comes Nia. Looks like she'll challenge one-on-one. Drives in, no good, but grabs her own rebound. Second shot is no good.
Seems like we have a ball on the court, but it's not a basketball.
They might have fallen from the roof. Some things get stuck up there.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's you'd be surprised. You know, the gym does have multifaceted use. That might have been up in the rafters and just somehow came down. Here's a three. No good. Fought for the rebound, grab. And then Ramapo with the shot, and they're fouled by Spayu. That was Jenna Harsh getting fouled.
So Jenna Harsh, number 22 for Ramapo, will be shooting 2.
Good sign for the Bearcats. Missed the first one. As I said in the beginning of the game, in every game you come in with a game plan. And you come in, you have to execute. But it also helps when your opponent is also missing and fouling and committing turnovers. And that's a good sign so far here for the Bearcats as Ramapo missed 2 free throws.
Yeah, I see that Ramapo is struggling. They're not playing to their intensity as I've seen them in the last 2, well, at least the last 2 matches that I saw them against CUNYAC schools.
Turnover by the Bearcats, but fortunately it goes off of one of the Ramapo players. So the Bearcats catch a lucky break.
Maybe with that administrative technical kind of threw them off their game. I'm not sure.
Samira pass underneath to Spayu. She's heavily guarded. She's going to have to pass it back out. Samiro now will go in. One-handed shot. No good. Little style, little flash there. And turnover. Serpolo with the ball. She's going to push the ball up the court. Throws her over to Samira, who manages to track it down. There comes Spayu. She's going to take a 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Roadrunners. Ball into the corner.
Hey, 3 out, 3 out, 3 out.
Stolen by Frances Snyder. That's her second steal. She's going to go one-on-one. Up and in.
Basket by number 3, Frances Snyder. The Bearcats lead 15-10.
Bearcats looking strong early on in this non-conference contest.
Available, Sherry. 3 out, Sherry.
And drive to the basket by number 3, Stacy Porzy. And she'll go to the free throw line. And another substitution with the Ramapo Bigs. Number 22 out, Jenna Harsh into the game. Number 33, Allison Wickersham. And Stacy Porz to the line. The first shot, no good. And second one also no good. Rebounded by Zerpolo.
Wow, I'm amazed how the Roadrunners are missing their free throws. They could be cutting the lead very shortly, but they're just not doing it.
Here comes Samira, drives with her left hand, up and in. Bearcats up by 7. As we approach 1 minute here in the first quarter. A lot of passing around the three-point age, and the ball gets stuck. So we've had something fall from the rafters. Now we have a ball stuck on the rim. What else, Steve?
I'm afraid to ask what else might be happening, but it's kind of like rare that you see this happen. Now you got to get another ball or possibly find someone to be able to get it out. And that's going to take a while. Does it normally happen around this time here?
Not really. Let's see. I think it's going to take 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I think it's going to take. We had our men's basketball team is not here. They're down in Florida.
There we go.
Otherwise, we would ask one of the guys to jump up there.
But like I said, it's very rare that you see that happening. Even in the WNBA.
Yeah, this gym gets a lot of use. As a matter of fact, last week was the New York City shootout here. Organizers from Florida came up. They're also from Tennessee. And Berry, Juniata, and Grove City had a mini 3-day tournament here that was hosted in our gym with the organizers running the show. Shot by Nia Dawson, no good. And today, of course, it's Baruch basketball using their own court. A very newly painted court, by the way. This is a new look court this season. Short jump shot is good.
Like I was saying earlier, at number 33, Allison Wickersham, she can shoot from outside. So just because she's a center doesn't necessarily mean that she can't shoot from outside the paint.
Yeah, their bigs have hit a few jump shots this game. Here comes Nia going one-on-one. Long shot by Frances Snyder, no good. And that'll end the first quarter.
Baruch 17, Ramapo.
And after first quarter, the Bearcats of Baruch College have a 17-12 lead against the Roadrunners of Ramapo College. We're going to take a momentary break. We'll be right back.
Athletic events live. Never miss any action. Baruch home events.
can always go like this.
All home basketball and volleyball matches are streamed live on our YouTube channel, Baruch Athletic Fan. All the men's and women's swimming meets are streamed live on our Facebook, Baruch Athletics.
Back to action here to start the second quarter. Bearcats up 17-12. Looking at the score sheet, Nia Dawson leads the Bearcats with 6. Frances Snyder has 5. And for the Roadrunners, Ali Wickersham is leading the Red with 4 points in the game. And she also has 4 rebounds. And a travel.
Just curious to see how many turnovers the Roadrunners have.
Yeah, that's 7 now.
Yep.
Bearcats only have 1, and that's playing a big part here in the Bearcat 5-point lead. These teams, of course, all had a few weeks off for final exams and, of course, the holiday. A lot of them really start practicing usually the day after Christmas, so there's still a little bit of rust. Short jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Spayu, but the pass, trying to get the ball underneath to Nia Dawson, is intercepted. And a shot underneath the basket, no good, but there's a foul.
I believe that was actually the first steal by the Roadrunners so far. So number 33, Alice Wickersham, is going to shoot 2.
And they shot only 1 of 6 in the free throws in the first quarter, so they start off the second quarter here making their first. No good, rebounded by Nia Dawson. That's her 3rd rebound of the game. Here comes Samira looking to go one-on-one. Shot in the corner by Francis. Oh, and they say that it touched the top, saying that it hit the pole, so no shot. Tough break. Ball underneath. Ramapo manages to control it. And now they're going to call a travel.
Actually, I think it was an offensive foul.
Was it an offensive? Apologies. Yeah, so she's going to take a seat. And that's her 2nd personal foul.
Yeah.
Bearcats up by 4 as we approach 8:45 to go here. Samira doesn't find anything in the lane, passes out to Nia. Nia's now going to try. Short jump shot is good.
That's number 1, Nia Dawson.
Nia, a transfer, Division II. She has really been lighting up the scoring this season. Stolen by Frances Snyder, another one. Head coach Michael Cotroso is calling for a foul when she was unable to attempt. One of the girls kind of hit her from behind, but she pulled it back out. Short jump shot, no good. That's the third steal for Francis Snyder. Bearcats doing a good job to cut off the passing lanes. Traveling.
Yet another turnover. I'm really surprised. Number of turnovers by this Ramapo team.
Yeah, as we mentioned, teams only started practicing at the end of last week. The good thing about playing a single game after the break is it's only one game. So a lot of teams like to play a tournament, and usually playing back-to-back is a little tough because you're kind of trying to take that rust off. In and out. In. Oh, little footwork there. Bearcats up 21-13. Ramapo coach was looking for a travel. And now another turnover.
Turnovers are killing the
And Ramapo is going to reset and call a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, it's very surprised at how Ramapo is playing. I mean, this is a team that actually, came into this game with an 8-3 record. But they've been struggling a little bit in their conference matches, the New Jack, with a 2-3 mark. So basically, if you do your math, they're 6-0 in non-conference play. So that's pretty impressive for a team to be 6-0 against your non-conference opponents. But they're not playing to their 8-3 record right now.
Yeah, the NJAC, the New Jersey Athletic Conference, is a very, very tough conference. Generally the champion that comes out of the NJAC, which in some years has been, I believe Matt Clare has been one of the bigger teams in the league. It's not an easy league, and you're right. They tend to have a lot more success, at least this season, not a conference. But this is a very good sign for the Bearcats, and a traveling call.
Oh, yeah, of course, I agree. I mean, it's an excellent test for the Bearcats, especially when they have CUNYAC play resumes like 2 days after the new year for most of these teams. So yeah, this is an excellent test for them. They're holding their grounds, and they're playing well. And yet another turnover by the Roadrunners.
Yeah, this game reminds me a lot of a game earlier this season here against St. Joseph's of Long Island, where they just constantly kept turning the ball over, and the Bearcats took advantage of it. And they got to continue to do that. They got to take advantage of all these opportunities to add to the lead. Here comes Polo driving, no good, but she gets her own rebound, but then loses it in the tussle, and Ramapo quickly comes out. And a layup, 21-15. Jump shot by Samira Ahmed, no good. Rebounded by Nia Dawson. There's going to be a tie-up, but now they're going to call instead a foul. And they're going to call it on number 20 of Ramapo, Sarah Mitchum. The Bearcats, after today, will start their CUNYAC schedule. They'll hit the road on Saturday at CCNY, and then they'll be back here next Monday, January the 6th at home for a doubleheader against John Jay. Jumper by Nia Dawson. Looked like she got hit, but no call. Running layup, no good. Rebounded by the Bearcats. Daniela Zerpolo quickly the other way. Francis Snyder, short jump shot. No good. Rebounded by the Roadrunners. And now they're running the ball the other way.
Seems like both teams want to run the play.
Up and in. 4 points in a row for the Roadrunners. This is what's dangerous, is if you start to allow Ramapo to make these baskets up and down the court, and you don't make it with these shots. And there you go.
Yeah, there you go. This
is dangerous now. Ramapo back with the ball, looking to cut it. Forced shot, no good. Rebounded by Melinda Spayu. Bearcats pushing it up.
Bearcats are trying to run the ball, try to get a fast break, but they're kind of slacking a little bit and turning the ball over, allowing Ramapo to get back into the the encounter. So now there's a wise timeout by the Bearcats.
Yeah, so the Bearcats, after going into a timeout up by 8 points, now only find their lead to cut to 2. Ramapo starting to find their baskets. They're not turning over the ball. And here we are. We'll be back after a momentary break. Back to action here with 5:15 to go here in the second quarter. Mentioning the Bearcats' schedule again, they play at CCLY on Saturday, and on Monday they're home against John Jay. Pretty much with the exception of the makeup game against Jersey City, also from the NJAC. Short, no good, rebounded by Ramapo. So the Bearcats now have gone cold. But the Bearcats after this only have one more non-conference game. And we got ourselves a tie ball game. As number 13, Abigail Wilden, ties it up at 21, 8 straight points for the Roadrunners. But the Bearcats on the 27th of January will make up the game against Jersey City. Jumper, ball hits the net, hits the top, and the Bearcats now find themselves in a position where they are tied. Melinda Spayu is back in the game, as well as Val Mitchie. Coach Mike Atroso is changing things around, trying to find a different formula to combat the cold. To the basket, no good. Back up, no good. Rebounded again, but taken away by Francis Snyder. That's 4 steals by my count. Up, no good. But rebounded by Samira Ahmed. And there's a foul, so the Bearcats catch a break.
The Bearcats need to settle their play. I mean, Ramapo is rushing to make a lot of shots. On top of that, the turnovers are not helping them at all. They need to play their game and not rush too many shots and allow Ramapo back into the encounter.
21-21 as we approach 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Millie Yee into the game. And there's a foul called. And that'll be on Sarah Mitchum. That's her second. And it looks like she's going to stay in the game with 2 fouls. Bearcats Nia Dawson back in for Francis Snyder. And quickly, Ramapo does a sub into the game, Samantha Rinaldi. And she will replace Sarah Mitchum, who I mentioned had 2 fouls. Spayu will take the ball out. Bearcats on the wrong end of an 8-0 run by the Roadrunners. Need a basket here. Samira Ahmed with a jumper. It's good!
Basket scored by number 20.
Bearcats needed that. 23-21.
Yeah, it just kind of like stops their the momentum for the Roadrunners. Get the Bearcats back into the encounter. Unnecessary foul right then and there.
And now Ramapo with a shot to take a 1-point lead here on this potential 3-point play. Yeah, the other thing about Ramapo is, they did struggle and had a hard time putting up points, but when they are connecting, they score a lot of points in a short amount of time.
Yeah, their first lead of the game.
3:28 and counting. 24 for the Ramapo College Roadrunners out of Mahwah, New Jersey. Bearcats 23. Spayu with the ball, looking to drive one-on-one, passes it out to Mitchie, to Millie Yee. There's Samira trying to find a seam in the defense. Up and in by Millie Yee.
Very good play. Made the best out of that play.
Millie Yee from Brooklyn Tech High School. Bearcats back up by 1 point. And they're going to call a foul
There'll be a blocking foul.
Yeah. So Ramapo with the opportunity to tie and go ahead. And number 15, Jessica Rapazzi, back into the game. She's a senior from Freedon, New Jersey. And she'll replace Allison Wickersham. So a lot of substitution among the bigs here early on. No good.
So with a chance to tie the game.
It's good, and we're tied at 25. 2:43 and counting to go here before the halftime whistle. Spayu with the ball. Out to Millie Yee. Samir Ahmed drives. Oh, nice play. She's got a lot of flash to her game. Bearcats up by 2. And turnover.
Yet another turnover by the Ramapo Roadrunners.
Yeah, by number 30, Kaylee McAnoff. She's a sophomore from Middletown, New Jersey.
That's been hurting the Roadrunners so far, these first 2 quarters. The turnovers. And the Bearcats have been trying to make the best of it.
Spayu, just doesn't get the roll. 155 and counting. Short jump shot, good. Tied at 27.
Well, the Bearcats have been doing their best to keeping this game close, and they've been doing a good job of it.
Running jumper in the paint, no good by Nia Dawson. There's a long 3. No good, ball goes out of bounds, Bearcats possession. And substitution back into the game, number 3, Stacy Pors, as well as number 13, Abigail Willington.
The only player on the Roadrunners team that is not from the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, NJAX, of course, a state school, have a lot of in-state talent. No different than what you see with the CUNYAC, of course. Bearcats are all New York. Nia Dawson with a short jump shot, but there was a hand on the ball. Looks like it touched her arm, and they're going to call it on number 24, Samantha Rinaldi.
And she's going to shoot 2. Chance to give the Bearcats the lead. Bearcats have led for most of the first 2 quarters.
And it's good. Bearcats with the 1-point lead. 50 seconds left to go before halftime. In and out. Rebounded by Ramapo. 28-27. Ramapo comes quickly down the court.
They like to play the fast pace. That's typical. They're the Roadrunners.
Yeah.
There's another 3.
No good. But offensive rebound keeps Ramapo with the ball. 27 seconds left, 15 on the shot clock.
Yeah, I believe the Roadrunners forgot that it's a 20-second on the offensive rebound on the shot clock.
No good. Rebounded by Spayu. Bearcats with the ball. 12 seconds left.
They shouldn't rush it. They should make a play.
And a shot by Samira, but she's going to have a foul, and that'll be called on Rinaldi.
I think the Bearcats were lucky on that one. They still had enough time to set a play, not rush it. Could have cost them a turnover.
And she'll take a seat with 2 fouls. Kayla McAnoff back into the game. Good. Samira really having a solid afternoon here.
Got a chance to increase the lead.
Another one. So the Bearcats now at a 3-point lead, and I think it's safe to say that Ramapo is going to go for one shot.
Yep.
They're going to probably look to get it inside. Shot no good, rebounded by Nia Dawson, and her half full court shot is no good. And the Bearcats, a very good first half for the Bearcats. They take a 3-point lead, 30-27. This is, of course, the first game for the Bearcats after the final and Christmas break. And I think if you're head coach Mike Catrosos, you got to be very happy about what you see.
Of course. I mean, they came in and they immediately took the Ramapo Roadrunners out of their game. Again, I'm really surprised they're not playing at their normal 8-3 record that really displays their talent. However, got to give credit where credit is due, and the Bearcats, we'll see what happens in the second half.
We'll take a break for halftime, and we'll join you back in about 10 minutes.
In New York City, there is a place for people that want to be a part of something bigger than themselves, where if you work hard, the possibilities are endless. A place to learn, train, and play. In that order, the City University of New York Athletic Conference. This is where it all comes together. Find your people, be a part of a team, and don't just play the game, change the game. Champions aren't born, they're built. The City University of New York. Be exceptional.
Welcome back, everybody, as we start sets to start the third quarter. Looking at the score sheet here, Steve, at halftime, the big stat that sticks out is, of course, the first 14 turnovers by Ramapo, and that saw Francis Snyder have get four of those turnovers via steals. Bearcats with 6 total steals in this game. Samir Ahmed leading the Bearcats with 10 points. Nia Dawson has 9 points along with 5 rebounds. And Bearcats also have 5 points for Francis Snyder. As far as Ramapo, they have Samantha Rinaldi and Ali Wickersham lead the way with 8 points each as we now start the third quarter.
Yes, let's see what happens in this third quarter.
And the Bearcats will...
Looks like there's going to be another turnover, but this time it's going to be for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Bearcats have to keep the turnovers to a minimum. As we saw in the second quarter when Ramapo down 8 points quickly tied it. This is a team that could score a lot of points quickly. Turnaround jump shot is good.
Yes, for sure. I mean, I could imagine the head coach for the Roadrunners giving them a nice pep talk at halftime, and knowing that the team did not play to their fullest potential. And we've got a foul on the play here.
Yeah, Ramapo only came out of the locker room with about 2 minutes left in the warm-up, so you kind of know that they had some discussions. Because when you're a coach, you kind of feel like it's really your team that's committing the mistakes that's helping the other team out.
Of course, I mean, the coach will always assume the responsibility, as it's a good coach should do in any sport. And you could tell that he was not happy when he left the court to head to the locker room to speak to his players, and when he came back. So
1 of 2 for Samira. Bearcats with a 2-point lead, 31-29. And as tends to happen in any basketball game, the scoring really picks up in the third and fourth quarter. Oh, turnover.
Well, that was an excellent defense on that particular play by the Bearcats, forcing the turnover. And that's what happened in the first half. I mean, especially early on in the first quarter, the Bearcats were forcing the Roadrunners to make bad passes, rush passes, and force shots. So
number 15, Jessica Rapazzi, is into the game. Bearcats almost turned the ball over there, but the ball went off of a Ramapo player. Nia Dawson with the ball. She's got 9 points for the Bearcats. She drives, make that 11 points.
Bearcats need to play their game. That was the effective part in the first half for them. And then, another forced turnover right there. And another steal by the Bearcats.
Linda Spayu with the steal. She was among the leading players in the country last year, top 5 in steals. And Nia Dawson drives to the basket, and she is fouled. So a good start for the Bearcats early on, drawing some fouls and turnovers. Yeah, and that's Rinaldi's third foul.
You're drawing the fouls, and if the team goes to the free throw line, you have the opportunity to increase your lead.
Bridget Cahill is going to come into the game. Pretty sure it's going to probably be for Rinaldi. Nia Dawson's first shot is good. Second one is good.
There is an old saying, especially in basketball, that what really wins games for you is defense and hitting your free throws.
Yeah, in the first half, Ramapo was 4 of 11 from the free throw line. The Bearcats were 4 of 6. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Rivera.
Excellent defense, forcing Ramapo to take a difficult shot and boxing out for the rebound.
Linda Spayu will back the ball out into the corner to Samira. Back into Spayu, up and in! 37-29 Bearcats, and as soon as that basket was made, head coach Mike Einecker called back Allison Wickersham to sub into the game. And looks like there's going to be a foul.
Away from the ball.
And it'll be on number 20 for the Bearcats, Samira Ahmed. And here comes Allison Wickersham. She's listed as Allie in the stats, Allison in the word file. Jumper, no good. Rebounded by Nia Dawson.
Bearcats are doing their job. And like I said before, they are rushing. The Ramapo Roadrunners take difficult and quick shots. However, they got to be careful with the fast break.
And Wickersham gets fouled. Bearcats up by 8 points. 7:16 to go here.
I think the foul was on Caitlin Rivera, I believe. She's got 3 fouls. Didn't see that much action in the first half because she got 2 quick fouls early.
Yeah. 37-30. No good. Rebounded by Caitlin Rivera. Bearcats need to find a good possession here. Take their time with the ball. Watch their turnovers. Ball out to Caitlin Rivera. She sends it underneath to Nia Dawson. Turnaround. Oh, in and out. At the back of the rim. Here comes Ramapo quickly the other way. Stolen.
Another turnover right here. Ooh.
Blocked. But Spayu manages to get the rebound back. Short jump shot. No good. Nia's getting some good shots. They're just not dropping. The rim is not cooperating. There's a long three-pointer. No good. Long rebounded out to Samira Ahmed, and she's going to push the ball. It's nice to pull it back out. And there's a turnover.
Well, that's a rare turnover there for the Bearcats.
And all alone and without any trouble, number 20, Sarah Minchin, makes it 37-32. As we approach 6 minutes here in the third quarter.
What Bearcats need to do is they need to set a play, execute, take their time. You can pretty much tell that the Roadrunners are rushing their shots. And try to avoid these fast breaks.
Shot by Francis, no good. Underneath, good. 37-34.
Yeah, you could tell the Roadrunners are on a mini run here. As mentioned earlier, the Bearcats need to just settle down, take their time, and find a good shot and play.
Oh, big block.
Oh, that's her second block of this quarter.
But it's turned over on the other end. Yeah, she's starting to make her presence felt. Number 33, Wickersham. And there's a substitution into the game. Number 13, Abigail Wilden is into the game. 37-34 Bearcats, 5:12 to go here in the third quarter. And looks like the refs are looking at a wet spot on the court. And they're going to ask for someone to bring it in. It'll be 10-2 right now.
Just a mini spot right there. Just needs to be wiped out.
We invite you to join us on Monday, January 6th for a doubleheader Tuniac twin bill here at the Arena women's basketball team. Tips off at 5:30 and the men's game follows at 7:30, both against Changji.
Francis Snyder with the ball. Protects it from the defense. And now they're going to call a foul on Ramapo. On number 4, Ramapo bench not agreeing with that one.
Good opposite hand, sir.
Daniela Zerpolo into the game for Kaylin Rivera.
No.
Snyder with the ball. Out to Samira Ahmed. Samira, short jump shot. Good! Samira playing an outstanding game this afternoon. 39-34. And they go inside again. Wickersham, 2 more points, 39-36. I think that's what you're going to start to see toward the end of this game, is you're going to start to see Ramapo pounding it on the inside.
Yeah, I think after taking out Caitlin Rivera, who was pretty much marking her very well, now they're taking the opportunity in her absence.
Jumper no good by Nia Dawson. Here comes Ramapo the other way. And they lose it.
Yet another turnover.
Here comes Francis. No good, but they get their own rebound, and there's a foul. And it'll be on number 13, Abigail Wilden, as Ramapo now continuing to make a lot of substitutions. 3:52 to go here in the third quarter. 39-36, an outstanding competitive game this afternoon here in the Arc Arena. And timeout called by Melinda Spayu. She had no options to pass the ball, and there'll be a timeout.
It looks like to be a full timeout, and with the Bearcats leading 39-36.
For all student athletes to come out and catch up with old friends and former teammates that may be into the Kennebec basketball doubleheader against New York College, starting at 12 noon. As part of the festivities, we'll hold a ceremonial ribbon cutting on the new-look gym floor here in the Hawk Arena. Let's recognize championship-winning men's basketball team from the year 2000. Invite everybody to come back. Fill the house. That's on January the 11th here at the Hawk Arena.
So as we are in the middle here of the timeout, 39-36. Bearcats, of course, are going to be in action this Saturday. They will start the second half of their schedule. They'll be playing at CCNY. Bearcats started off the season with the CUNY schedule, losing at Hunter. And again, they're on Saturday at CCNY. Come back home on Monday for a game against John Jay. 39-36. Bearcats with the ball. Samira with the ball. Drives. Passes it out to Melinda. She fools her player. Shot no good. Ball out of bounds. And they call it white.
There's two kids of them hitting the ball out.
So Ramapo not happy at all with the call. Looks like the referees are going to discuss what the other one saw. Let's see what they say. And they're going to keep it Bearcats possession. Nia Dawson with the ball. She struggled some of her shots here. Drives. Jump shot. No good. Front of the rim. And the Bearcats, in trying to steal the ball, force a foul. And it'll be on Samira Ahmed. Running jumper, no good, but a foul. And it'll be on Daniela Zerpolo. So Abigail Wilden now will get 2 shots. First one, no good.
That's hurting Ramapo right here. They're not hitting their free throws. And that may be
rebounded offensively, so another opportunity for Ramapo. Short jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Samir Ahmed. Zerpolo with a pass out to Francis. Three-pointer. No good. And rebounded out to Ramapo. Driving basket is good, 39-38. 2:36 left to go. Zerpolo with the ball. Passes it up top to Nia Dawson. Nia. Samir Ahmed. Out to Francis. Melinda Spayu. Zerpolo, short jumper. No good, but she's fouled. Every point counts from here on.
That is so true, and it could be a different game if Ramapo would be hitting their free throws. They've been struggling, and that's why, look at that, they're just only down by 1 point.
This one is good by Zerpolo. Played her high school basketball nearby at Baruch College Campus High School. 1,000-point scorer. Second one, no good. Rebounded by Ramapo. Bearcats up by 2, 40-38. And traveling.
Got another turnover.
Linda Spayu will take the ball out. 2:04 to go. And she'll pass the ball out to Nia Dawson. And Nia's going to call off everyone. She's going to want to bring it up herself. Up top to Samir Ahmed's jumper. Good! Oh, what a great game she's having. Every one of her points this afternoon has been clutch. And basket by Ramapo, back to 2 points, 42-40. As we're 1 minute and 30 seconds away from the end of the third quarter.
As we figured, it's going to be a competitive encounter. I mean, it's been back and forth.
Inside to Nia. Gets the roll. Big basket. 4-point lead, 44-40. As we approach 1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah, there's a lot of passing out on the wings with Ramapo. Jumper, no good. Almost had the bounce there off the backboard.
In and out.
Ball rolled in and out. A little bit too much spin on the ball. Here comes Samira driving.
And she
Fouled.
draws the foul.
So Samira will go to the line looking to build on this 4-point lead. Every point's so important. Good. The tension will just begin to build. And next one, no good. Rebounded by Zerpolo. Bearcats with the ball.
It's the key offensive rebound here.
32 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Oh, Bearcats can use a basket. It would be big psychologically. Short jump shot. No good, but rebounded by Nia Dawson, and she's fouled.
I think she hit the floor pretty hard.
Yeah, looks like she is down on the floor. Hopefully she's okay. She's being picked up by her teammates. The biggest thing in this game is that the Ramapo big players are on the bench, some of them with foul trouble.
Yeah.
And we saw that at the beginning of the game when they were starting to collect the fouls. So Ramapo will bring back into the game Alexson Wickershine.
Yeah,
And Nia Dawson will back to the free throw line.
yeah. The head coach for Ramapo is not taking any chances. Obviously, he doesn't want this game to get out of hand or out of reach, excuse me, for the team, especially going into the fourth quarter, which will probably be a clutch one for both teams.
2 free throws for Nia Dawson. Bearcats up by 7. This will probably be the final possession of the third quarter. Ramapo will look to get a good shot. They'll probably look to get something underneath Allison Wickersham. Rinaldi out on the wing, 5 seconds. To Rinaldi. Oh, she's fouled on the shot. So Rinaldi will go to the line. She will get 2 shots. So the next best thing that could happen to them after not making a shot was getting a chance for 2 free throws, and they get it.
Look at that. And with 0.2 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Good. 47-41. Good again. And Bearcats will inbound, and that's it. And that ends the third quarter.
As expected, it's a continuation of the first half. I still see Ramapo still struggling, especially in the turnovers. So.
Back to action here. The Bearcats with a 5-point lead. Let's take a look at the stat sheet. Nia Dawson leading the Bearcats with 17 points. Samira Ahmed with 16 points. Also special note for Frances Snyder with 6 steals. Bearcats with 9 total steals in this game. Ramapo with 20 turnovers total in this game. They had 6 in the third quarter. And inside, oh boy, they'll regret that one. They had the open lane, but the ball, Allison Wickersham lost it. So a break for the Bearcats.
Turnover number 21 for the Ramapo Roadrunners.
To the basket, no good by Melinda Spayu. Yeah, Ramapo loves to pass the ball out on the wings, trying to find the opening. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Zerpolo. Out to Frances Snyder.
Excellent box out by the Bearcats.
Jumper by Zerpolo, good! Danielle Zerpolo, 49-42 Bearcats. So we approach 9 minutes to play here in the Arc Arena. If I don't get a chance to say so again toward the end of the quarter here, Happy New Year to everybody, and glad you're enjoying and watching this broadcast here on YouTube. The ball is out of bounds, and it'll be Bearcats' possession. Ramapo head coach now starting to try to light a fire under his players. Down by 7. Every possession is big, Steve. Every basket, every point, every foul. And looks like there's a foul away from the ball. And it'll be on number 2. Stacy Porzel. Head coach Michael Katrosos in the second season with the Bearcats. Standing behind Nia Dawson as she throws the ball into Samira Ahmed. Ball is tipped away, but the Bearcats managed to recover it. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Bearcats will have to force a shot. Here's Samir Ahmed, but she gets the ball stolen by Rinaldi. Up and in. And it looks like Ramapo now is going to put on some pressing. Meeting the players now, not at half court, but pretty much as soon as they take the ball out.
I mean, if they're down by 5, they got to start pressing. They got to take their chances.
Up and in. Oh, just does not get the home court roll. Oh, that's so frustrating. And the ball is stolen. Oh, a little behind the back by Zerpolo.
That's turnover number 22 for the Ramapo Roadrunners.
And the ball, though, unfortunately, on the other end is turned over out of bounds, and it'll be possession to Roadrunners, Ramapo College. Bearcats up by 5, 49-44, with 7:39 left to go. Still plenty of basketball to play. I don't think anyone would be too comfortable with a 5-point lead at this stage of the game, the way these teams are playing.
No, I agree. Not at this pace. It's pretty much anybody's game. But, of course, this is being crunch time, the fourth quarter.
No good. Rebounded by Zerpolo.
Yeah.
Here comes Samir Ahmed. And ball is knocked out of bounds.
Right? It's the same. 2 touches on a kid 40 feet from the basket's a foul, but going to the rim's not. That's not right.
Ramapo coach, of course, not very happy with the refs. And another foul on the ball. And there was a foul. Nia Dawson was hit in the face. Samira will take a seat. Millie Yee comes into the game. And Despayo will take the ball out. As Nia Dawson forces up a shot, no good. And here comes Ramapo the other way, Rinaldi. Good defense by the Bearcats not to allow the three-pointer. And they're going to call a foul. And it'll be on Millie Yee. That's her second foul. Back into the game for Ramapo, Allison Wickersham. Look for them to feed the ball into her. Jumper off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by the Bearcats. Comes Millie Yee with the ball. Cross-court pass to Frances Snyder. She drives. Oh, no good. But it's stolen. Ball is deflected. Let's see what they call. They're going to call it Ramapo. And on that note, Ramapo will call a timeout. Bearcats 49, Ramapo 44. 6:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break.
Basketball team will tip off at 5:30. Men's basketball team against John Jay at 7:30. Monday, January 6th, here in Hawk Arena.
Back to action here following the timeout by Ramapo. And they're going to redo the throw-in.
Ramapo is very fortunate to be only trailing by 5 after having so far 22 turnovers, struggling from the free throw line.
Oh boy, well they're going to call a foul on number 15, Daniela Zerpolo. It looked to me like everyone was just kind of standing there, and Allison Wickersham was trying to create a play. But a lot of times in those cases, it's the defense that's going to get the foul called. Rinaldi with the ball, drives. Good. 49-46. The bench comes alive for Ramapo. Comes Spayu with the ball. Bearcats need a basket. Zerpolo up top to Millie. Back to Zerpolo. Zerpolo, short jump shot. Good! 51-46. Bearcats with the ball, rebounded by Zerpolo.
Once again, Ramapo is taking quick shots. They're not setting a play, and that may cost them with only 5 minutes and some seconds remaining in this match.
In and out, but great rebound by Millie Yee battling. Oh, fantastic effort. Nia Dawson had got a good shot off. It just kind of the spin rolled in and out. But great play by Millie Yee. These are the little plays that are going to make a difference here down the stretch.
Well, we got the first player already fouled out for Ramapo, number 24.
That's a big one.
Samantha Rinaldi.
Sarah, you got one.
Linda Spayu with the ball gives it out to Nia. Nia trying to back up against her player. Turnaround jumper. Good! Nia Dawson doing the damage.
That was a critical basket.
And now they're going to call a foul on Millie Yee. That's her third foul. And another substitution as Bridget Cahill comes back into the game for Ramapo. 53 Bearcats, 46 Ramapo. So we approach 4:43 to go here in the final quarter. Good defense. Shot is forced up, no good, but there's a foul. And it'll be on number 25, Melinda Spayu. That's her third foul. 3 fouls at this point in the game is not the greatest, but it's when you get that fourth foul that it makes a big difference.
That is true.
No good.
Just back to what I said before. I mean, along with the turnovers, I mean, the Ramapo has been struggling from the free throw line, and that's probably the reason why they're trailing.
Rebounded by Ramapo. Shot up, no good. Another offensive rebound by Ramapo, and the shot is fouled. That is definitely where Ramapo's height came into play. Disappointing moment for the Bearcats as they'll now give up 2 free throws. 4:29 left.
So Sarah Minchin is going to attempt 2 more.
This one is good, 53-47. Second one is good. So Samira Ahmed back into the game. She replaces her polo. Millie Yee will take the ball out. Gives it to Frances Snyder. Linda Spayu looking to go one-on-one. Drives. Shot no good. Layup underneath. 53-50.
It's a much-needed basket there by Ramapo Roadrunners to cut the lead to 3.
Bearcats really need to watch their possessions now. Need to make everything count. Gives Nia Dawson. She drives. Shot is good. Running jumper. 55-50. Oh, deflected out of bounds by Spayu. Good defense. There's a long three. No good. Offensive rebound, though. Pipe back up and in. 55-52. 3:16 to go.
Dig in, dig in. Get a good hedge, good hedge, good hedge, Stace. Hedge.
Help side!
Shoot her, Bird. Keep coming, Bird.
Basket is thrown away.
A costly turnover there by the Bearcats.
55-52, Ramapo with the ball, 2:54 to go.
Ramapo has a chance to tie the game or just trail by one.
Jump shot, air ball. Daniela Zarpolo into the game.
What I said earlier, John, it'd be a totally different game if Ramapo hit their free throws.
Yeah, well, that's the big difference right there. But fortunately for the Bearcats, they didn't. Because Nia Dawson with the ball. Bearcats looking for an opening in the defense. Jump shot by Francis is no good. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it went off the Bearcats. 2:07 left.
Number 2, Bridget Cahill in Baruch Roberts line.
Here we go, Black, here we go!
Basket, no good. Rebounded by Zarpolo. Bearcats pushing the ball the other way. Oh, and it's turned over.
Oh, man. It was a key rebound, but unfortunately a very bad pass.
And they're going to call a foul. And Ramapo will go to the line. And they're going to call it on number 1, Nia Dawson. 1:43 remaining. And number 13, Abigail Wilden on the line for 2.
Ramapo can control its destiny. So they're once again back on the line. They hit the first free throw. They can cut the lead to just 1 point.
One-point game, 55-54. 1:42 at left. Spayu with the ball, brings it across half court.
A critical possession here for the Bearcats.
Zarpolo to Nia Dawson, to Francis Snyder, to Samira Ahmed. She's going to drive. Passes it out to Zarpolo. Good! Big shot. Clutch shot, 57-54.
A key clutch shot there by the Bearcats.
And the ball, she loses it. Turned over the ball.
Yet another turnover. Costly one for Ramapo.
And I'll give credit to her teammates. They came over to console her right away. But I think she went to look at make a pass and then realized as she was making it that her teammate wasn't there. And by then it was a turnover. We'll be back in 1 moment. So following the turnover, the Bearcats with possession. And as expected now, Ramapo is going to look to guard them on every inch of this court. Francis Snyder with the ball as we approach 1 minute. And Despayu, the captain, with the ball.
They're only down by 3.
And the ball turnover.
Plenty of time for Ramapo. They don't need to rush the shot. Now we had a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, timeout by Ramapo. He's going to look to right or run a set play. We'll be back in a moment. So following the turnover and Ramapo timeout, Ramapo will look to run a play here. Both teams are going to be very careful with what they do from here on.
They don't need a 3, so there's plenty of time. You just have to make a smart play. Bearcats are playing good defense, not giving them an angle of shot.
Jumper, no good. Rebound, a good box out by Spayu. And that drew the foul. And it's foul is on number 13, Abigail Wilden. Number 20, Sarah Minchin is back into the game. She'll replace Bridget Cahill. So very good play that time by Melinda Spayu, boxing out. And then her opponent trying to climb over her back to get the ball. Francis Snyder with the ball. You approach 30 seconds.
What do you do, John? Do you foul?
And they do draw the foul.
Get the ball. You can go for the ball. Stays right. Try to get the ball.
Yeah, Ramapo's coach trying to encourage his team. Sometimes players just tend to foul without attempting to just touch the ball or get a hand on the ball, knock it away.
Well, that's true. But they had to make the decision at least maybe 2-3 seconds prior, so that time doesn't run off the clock.
Good by Francis.
Now we're making it to a 2-possession.
Yeah, and it looks like Ramapo, if they do get a miss, looks like in rebound they'll call the ball. No good, and they call a timeout. So let's set the table here. Bearcats up by 4, 58-54. 24 seconds left, and a full timeout is called by Ramapo. We'll be back in 30 seconds. So Ramapo will take the ball out in front of their bench. 24 seconds left. And they will inbound the ball.
They need a quick 2 here.
Ball in and out. And there's going to be a foul. Baruch thought it was a tie-up. And that will be on Nia Dawson. And that's her 4th foul, puts her into dangerous territory. So 16 seconds left, 16.6 to be specific on the scoreboard. And number 22, Jenna Harsh, will go to the line for 2 shots.
Ramapo needs these free throws. They've been struggling all game. That's one. What do you do, John? Do you intentionally miss? Try to get a
No,
rebound?
it's still early. It's still early.
Yeah.
No, she's going to look to make this one, and then they are going to look to really press the inbounds play.
There you go.
And now Baruch will call a timeout. That'll get them to take possession from half court. 58-56. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Back to action here. Bearcats will inbound the ball in front of their bench. I'm going to take a guess that Ramapo will look to foul right away. And they do, fouling Nia Dawson. Probably not the player they wanted to foul, but Bearcats were smart to make sure she got the ball.
2 shots, Nia Dawson.
Well, they didn't want to run that much time off the clock, so they're just taking the risk.
14.5 to be specific. Ball, just does not get the home court bounce.
That was a critical miss.
So Nia Dawson will go to the line, looking to see if she can give the Bearcats the 3-point lead. And no good. Rebound. Ball is out. But it's rebounded by Nia Dawson, but it's still loose.
Jump ball. Who has it? Possession.
Bearcats stole possession arrow in their favor with 9 seconds left. Wow.
The alternate possession went into the favor of the Bearcats.
Yeah, Nia missed it. She kind of grabbed the ball, went down with it, and then the ball was still loose. And then there was the tie-up. So the Bearcats did waste some time on that clock. That was the most important part.
That's 9 seconds right there.
Get a count, get a count.
And Mike Petrosos a little bit concerned with the inbound possession, calls a quick timeout. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. So here we go. 9 seconds left. Bearcats will inbound and expect a quick foul. Bearcats inbounded right away to Daniela Zerpolo, and she is fouled. About a second and a half ran off the clock.
Foul on number 3, Stacey Porcelain. Her second. Number 15. Daniela Zerpolo, 2 shots.
So 7.6 seconds left to be exact. Daniela Zerpolo will get 2 shots. Good. Oh, your heart kind of stops there for a second when it kind of bounces off the back of the rim, but it dropped.
It dropped in their favor of the Bearcats. Now this is a critical shot here.
Big free throw forces a 2 possession for Ramapo here with 7.6 seconds left. They're going to rush the ball up the court. Quick bounce play. Drive to the basket. No good. In and out. Rebounded by Zerpolo. And the Baruch Bearcats defeat the Roadrunners of Ramapo College 60-56 in an exciting non-conference game here in the Arc Arena. Oh, this was a good one, Steve.
Oh, yes, it was an excellent play by the Bearcats, handing the Ramapo Roadrunners their first loss in non-conference play. A good way to end the decade here for the Bearcats before the start of the new year.
This is probably, you would say, the Bearcats are now 6-2. They remain undefeated at home this year. And I think you would probably have to say this is probably their best win of the year. When you look at, of course, a team like Ramapo coming in here with an 8-3 record. So the Bearcats now drop them to 8-4. And again, tremendous performance tonight by Samir Ahmed, Nia Dawson, Daniela Zerpolo with some key baskets and rebounds down the stretch. Melinda Spayu doing like what she always does, drawing that foul on the box out down there. That was very key. Everyone contributing. Millie Yee would have played down there before. Just a really good, feel-good win. And it's the type of win with the CUNYAC resuming the schedule on Saturday as CCNY and then John Jay here on Monday. And if I'm correct, I believe John Jay lost to Ramapo. So the Bearcats, looking at it, probably doesn't mean much, but at least it kind of gives you a ballpark idea of what you would expect of some of the teams in CUNY. But now, from this point on, it gets very interesting. It's all about CUNY. They do have one more non-conference game and makeup on January the 27th. But the second season, the real season, starts right now. And I think that the Bearcats, with this really feel-good win going into the New Year's, fantastic today.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you got to give props where props are due. On the part of the Bearcats, like they said earlier, they handed the Ramapo Roadrunners their first loss in non-conference play. And as you said earlier, John, and I started as well, that the Roadrunners did defeat John Jay as well as Lehman College, two CUNYAC teams earlier this season. But again, I mean, what we were saying throughout the telecast is that what really hurt the Ramapo College Roadrunners were the turnovers. I mean, 22 turnovers, 20 plus turnovers that they had this game hurt them, as well as the free throws. They weren't hitting their free throws, and they lost this game by 4 points. So that comes back to haunt a team, and especially with a good team that it is Ramapo College. They have an 8-4 record, so we do wish them the good luck, but props to the Bearcats for their performance, and let's see what happens in CUNYAC play.
So that wraps it up here from the Arc Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Happy New Year. Have a safe one. Thankfully, the weather isn't going to be any crazy, and it's actually going to be pretty nice for a winter, that is. And I want to wish everyone a Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Steve.
Thank you.
This has been a broadcast from the Baruch College Athletic Department. Take care, everybody.